I hope I was having a coffee cup and I just have adjusted here so that I can just grab a cup of coffee, because it got out of screen, right? So it's coming back now. It's moving, right? We will do the installation part for the Kikobot. So for that reason, we have to open our laptop, the Ubuntu system, and yeah, let's get into it. First of all, we have to unpack the Debian package that we will get from Kikobot. So I'm just running the command required for it. Okay, so the unpacking has started and it's successfully completed. And after that, you have to install the remaining dependencies. So if there are any remaining dependencies, it will get installed by running this particular command. And then we will get the workspace as well from the Kikobot, that is the responsible ROS packages. So we have to just build those using Qualcomm build. Actually, we use Qualcomm build to build the packages in ROS 2. It's done. And then we have to source the workspace. Okay, so the setup is done for the hardware part. Now here comes two ways. First of all, we can run this particular ROS2 micro ROS agent, and then we will be able to control this Kikobot hardware robot, or else you can just use the simulation of the robot. Okay, that's also possible, but we have to control the hardware, the Kikobot hardware, so that's what we want, right? So we will control the robotic arm Kikobot on the hardware side. We are going to run this particular command, but before that we have to see whether the robot is connected or not, right? So for that reason, we have to connect this wire to this particular controller, as we saw in the previous video, the basic hardware setup of Kikobot. If you have not watched that particular video, just go back and watch it. We have to connect it here. Okay, added that wire here, and then we also have to connect the ESP to the laptop. Okay, here is the cord for the ESP. Okay, I'll just plug it. Okay, yeah, I've connected the ESP. Now I will connect the power supply as well. Okay, so the robot is powered now. So if that is connected or not, we have to check it. Okay, on which port the controller is connected, that's important. So for that we will do ls dev TTY USB. Let's make it asterisk. I know it's going to be USB, but still. Okay, so it's dev TTY USB 0. So we have received the port. We have to just mention the port here in this particular command. Okay, and yeah, and we have to run it. Okay, so it has started, it's working, right? Now we have to launch the UI, the user interface, through which we will control the robot. Okay, so here is the UI, and also we will do the rviz part, and here is the rviz. Okay, so whenever the robot moves in the UI, there will be a movement in rviz as well, because rviz is nothing but ROS visualization tool, right? So that's how it will go. And then first let's check it out how it works. Before that, we have to just reset the ESP so that the robot will go to the home position. Okay, so it has navigated to the home position, right? That's completely working. Okay, okay, yeah, we have rviz here. You can see the same position. Okay, position which we have in the hardware, we have got in the rviz as well. So that's how it goes, right? Now let's check the working of the robot, how we will use this particular interface to control the robot. We are going to use the jog mode. So for the jog mode, we have two particular modes. One is the task mode and another one is space mode. So in the task one, the X, Y, Z and roll, pitch, yaw will be moved, and in the space one, the angles will be moved, okay, the joints, okay, in degrees. Okay, so task one is in mm and the space one is in degrees. Okay, so that's how it works. So you can see here, move end effectors, it is clearly written X, Y, Z, roll, pitch, yaw, and then move joints, joint 1, joint 2, joint 3, joint 4, joint 5, joint 6, because it is a 6 degree of freedom robot. Okay, and we can give here step. So I am giving 110. Jog mode will be 1, as I want to move the robot for the task mode, and speed fraction 0.5, or else let's keep it 1. Okay, so jog mode is 1. So we have to move the end effectors. So let's move it in the Z axis. Okay, it's moving. Basically you can move according to your choice. I'm just giving the trial. So let's try to move the joints as well. Okay, so you can move the joints. It's going there, but I will bring it back because it got out of screen, right? So it's coming back now. Fine. So this is particularly the jogging mode, where you can just try to move it using the axis and the joints. Okay, so try with Y axis. Okay. It's with the X axis now. Okay. Likewise, we can move it again the Z axis. I hope I was having a coffee cup and I just have adjusted here so that I can just grab a cup of coffee. Okay, but by the way, we also have the gripper. Okay, we watched that in the previous video. You can just attach it if you want. Okay, that depends upon the choice. Anyways, because there is also the select gripper option. If you attach the gripper, you are ready to go. Now let's try a different mode, which is the teach mode. Okay, so by teach mode, we have to use our hand to teach the robot where it should move, and accordingly the robot will move. Fine. So let's try the teaching mode. Fine. Now we are going to do the teach mode of the robot. So teach mode is nothing but, so first of all, let's bring it to the home position. Okay, so it's to the home position. So now we are going to use the teach mode. Okay, so just press the teach mode. Fine. So we can move the robot using our hand. It depends like on the task where you have to move it and what should be the rotations and all those things. Okay, so we have adjusted the robot. Now we will save the mode and just run it. Okay, it's moving, right? As we gave it the motion, it is just adjusting it to the directions as per the mode that we used. Okay, so it will depend upon your task. Okay, it's not a random thing. You just have to adjust as per your task. Let's say you have to pick an object, and as per that you can just adjust this gripper as well. Okay, whether it should pick the object or not, whether it should stay stationary, that depends upon you. So it has now stopped its motion because it was over, like till this particular point we trained the robot. So that's how the hand teaching mode also works. Okay, so this was the complete installation and how the Kikobot works. I hope you guys got it and everything about Kikobot. For more information, I will suggest just visit their website and get more info about it. For any doubts, you can also comment below and let me know about it. We will meet in the next video. Till then, grow, learn and explore together. Bye.